Happy Friday, guys. I'm Aaron Baker from PhoneDog.com, and it's back yet again. It's 5 on Friday, and this is our fun segment where we just list 5 things. It can be phone-related, it can be non-phone-related, and this time around, it's non-phone-related. In this 5 on Friday, I'm talking about the 5 people I'd like to have a drink with. Now, there are a ton of people in the industry that I'd love to have drinks with, but honestly, when I sat down this morning and came up with this 5 on Friday, I had it listed, but I actually did not have the subject that I was going to cover in this 5 on Friday. I thought about it, and these are the first 5 people that came to mind. So take it for what it's worth, enjoy it, and in this 5 on Friday, we're talking about the 5 people that I want to have a drink with. Yeah, we're mixing up this 5 on Friday. It's actually not about phones. These are the 5 people that I would want to have a drink with. And you may think, are these tech innovators? Are they famous celebrities? Who are they? It's pretty much famous celebrities and news people, honestly. These are the 5 that came to mind for me when I thought about people that after work I'd like to go have a warm, maybe not warm beverage, cold beverage. I'm going to leave that in, even though I should probably edit that out. Not a warm beverage, but a cold beverage, like an ice cold beer or a gin and tonic, which is my go-to, or perhaps, even a soda. I like them that much. Top 5 people that I'd like to have a drink with. Number 5, Martin Sheen. I love The West Wing. I watched The West Wing for years. Martin Sheen played a great president, and to this day, when I see a picture of him, I think President Bartlett. That's him right there. If you're a West Wing fan, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. He's the embodiment, to me, of presidential politics on TV, and I would love to have a drink with him. And actually, he's pretty big activist in real life. I'd love to talk to him and kind of see what he supports and why he supports it outside of the interviews that I've read about him. Number 4, Erin Burnett from CNN Out Front, or Erin Burnett Out Front. She was formerly on CNBC. I watched her all the time when she was on CNBC. She's right up there with Maria Bartiromo and all the different people on CNBC that I enjoy watching on a regular basis. She moved to CNN, which is one of my favorite news networks, and so I'd love to meet her and kind of chat with her and see what she thinks about the move from CNBC to CNN, some of the challenges she's faced in her career, and more. So that is number 4. Number 3, and I am cheating looking at my list just so I remember, Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan is like my man crush, to be straight honest with you. I still think James Bond when I think of Pierce Brosnan. Now, I will admit Daniel Craig is doing a fantastic job, and I still kind of think Sean Connery, too, when I look at Bond. So it's kind of a mixture between the 3 guys, but dramatically different. But Pierce Brosnan was just the embodiment of awesome hair and just awesome, just good looks all around. That is what I want to look like in 5 years, Pierce Brosnan. He is a good-looking gentleman. I respect his acting skills, and I'd love to talk to him about not just doing the James Bond roles, but talking about other things as well, kind of the other roles that he's done, some of the ones that have flopped, and why he has so much chest hair, quite frankly. Number 2, Dan Hesse. Honestly, I think ever since I've covered technology, it just seems like a cool guy to go have a drink with. I would love to, go get his thoughts on Sprint, get his thoughts on the wireless industry. I had to throw one wireless person in there, and so it would definitely be Dan Hesse, though a close second for me would be Ralph de la Vega, but he doesn't factor into the list. Dan Hesse, actually with John Laguerre, I can never pronounce his last name, could factor in there as well. So, but number 2, it's got to be Dan Hesse. I've kind of liked him for a long time. Any of my Sprint PR friends know that I've always been like, hey, can you give me 5 minutes with Dan Hesse? I'd love to just shake his hand and say hello. And for whatever reason, that is my number 2 person I'd like to have a drink with. Number 1, and this one is going to be completely crazy, or cray-cray as the kids say, sick nasty as the kids say, and all that other stuff. Crazy or cray-cray-ish. Number 1 is Reba. Honestly, for whatever reason, I love country music, but for whatever reason, I've always had a weird thing about Reba. I've always wanted to meet Reba, her songs, love her voice, and love the show, Reba. And I've always, I've listened to interviews with her and always gotten a kick out of what she says and what she talks about, and I would love to meet up with her and have a drink and just talk about, TV and music. She just seems like a really cool, down-to-earth person that I'd love to talk to for whatever reason. So Reba is my number 1. She's like my female crush in terms of the music world, Reba. So yes, Reba is the number 1 person let that soak in for a little bit. Reba is the number 1 person that I'd like to have a drink with. If there are a lot of unlikes on YouTube, I'll know why. But I think Reba is awesome. I'd love to meet up with her. Her voice just captivates me. Keep it locked on PhoneDog.com. Let me know what you want to see in the next 5 on Friday at PhoneDog_Aaron on Twitter, Facebook, Facebook.com/Hi Aaron Baker, Google+, G+.to/PhoneDog. It's Friday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy this list. And hey, in the comments below, let me know which people you'd like to have drinks with. Maybe it's somebody else in tech. Maybe it's a famous celebrity. Maybe it's an actor or somebody that's in music. Let me know there or on Twitter at PhoneDog_Aaron. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you right back here next week.